Mark, you just mentioned the job guarantee, which is a great idea. Is the Mayor here?
Sorry, I had to leave early.
Okay, he's gone. That's a shame because the job guarantee requires local council and community cooperation. As you know, Mark, the key person behind the job guarantee for a long time has been economist Bill Mitchell. Some years ago, Nick Franklin and I, Nick is Secretary of the Blue Mountains Union Council, went to Sydney to meet Bill to invite him to the mountains to present the job guarantee to the Blue Mountains Union Council, which he did. He gave a terrific presentation, but again he emphasised the fact that it requires strong local participation, and that hasn't happened. That was never followed up. I actually think I wrote to council about that at one point. The project is still a good idea and would still work. It would eliminate unemployment completely, and we should get on with it. I want to pick up on a point you made with regard to neoliberalism being about small government. It's not. It's about government being as big as it needs to be to support the needs of the market. Anyone who thinks government has been getting smaller of late lives in a very different country to me. Government has been retreating from its responsibilities to allow big business and international organisations to take over, but that simply requires bigger bureaucracies and media units to confuse us as to what is really going on. And one final question, who here has heard of ESG? This is about a framework for big business investment. The E in ESG stands for environment, and it's about measuring the carbon footprint of big companies. But the longer term plan is to have these measurements devolve down to you and me. I might remind you we're surrounded by 11,000 square kilometres of native bushland, and this may soon prove a natural capital bonanza. Last month, the federal government brought out its natural capital handbook. This is about giving big investments a framework to develop carbon trading assets through privatised management of our national parks and waterways. Who thinks that's a good idea? Lastly, there's the S in ESG, which stands for social. Now, I'm not going to bother you with that tonight, but anyone who wants to discuss it, it's a favourite subject of mine. It's about the weaponising of diversity, equity and inclusion, and in short, it is bloody madness.